Touchdown in Copenhagen, baby. Got off the train and all I can see is a sea of bicycles. Hell yeah. I gotta find the ticket station to book my next ticket to Malmo for 4 days time, so I don't have to use my rail pass day. More efficient this way.
This was the hostel I was staying at while I was in Copenhagen, called Next House Copenhagen. Overall, it was a decent place to rest while exploring the city, with an average price for Copenhagen standards, centrally located, clean and organized. However, the rooms were quite narrow, so it felt a little claustrophobic at times.
Eating a Danish classic here at Vesterbro. This thing looks so good. Nice. And my drink, my friend. Oh yeah, it's got onion, roast beef, lettuce, remoulade, sauce, pickles, some crunchy fresh bread. Walking through the streets of Copenhagen after eating that delicious sandwich, and I'm right next to another Rathaus, or Radhus as they say here in Copenhagen, essentially a town hall. The buildings here are so grand, man, like they're huge as, but it's very much a city. Like half the city is all these modern buildings and the other half is all these like old massive looking buildings combined into one. So it's a very historical place but also quite a modern place from what I can see so far. And I can confirm this place is just as expensive as Odense. Everything you try to get is a few dollars more than back at home. It's like a baseline tax. So let's say you got a pack of gum, $1 at home in Melbourne. Here, chuck $2 on it, $3 easily. As for a sandwich I ate just before, that was 115 crown, which is equivalent to 23 AUD. You compare it to something like a kebab or a Subway sandwich back at home, which is like $10. You're paying, what, $23 for a sandwich here. So, I mean, not too bad, but it was delicious, so I'll give it that. All right, so today the plan is just to go walk around, get my bearings, maybe take a few notes down from the locals in terms of where I should go. And then the next few days actually go on an adventure, take my camera out, take some nice photos and recordings. And also this will be a good opportunity to test out the camera after having dropped it at the last hostel. I was trying to get out of the bag and I forgot to zip the bag that the camera was in, and it just kind of slid out from the table. So that's on me, but I think it's okay. Anyway, enjoy this nice view of the city around here. Nice tour bus over here as well. Yeah, people are out and about. Like, this place is packed. All right, I'll leave it at that. I'll see you guys soon. Taking a stroll through the Meatpackers district. Gonna get a couple of drinks with the friends. Yeah, let's see what's going on. It's pretty bumping. Look at that. Look how lively it is. Yo. Yeah. Nah, it's good vibes here. Let's see how expensive the drinks are though.
Oh.
All right.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, I think so as well. I might have to come back home after this one. just in the Copenhagen Townhall at the moment, exploring this massive infrastructure. I think it's probably just as big as the one in Hamburg, but it's more indoors, and the courtyard in Hamburg was outdoors. Have a look. Pretty impressive, and they've got sculptures of important Danish figures. On the other side there, they got
Hans Christian Andersen.
I think we can go up a level, but I'm not quite sure how. Let's find a way. I think it's three flights of stairs to get up to the top of the town hall, or in Danish they call it Rudhus, similar to the German Rathaus. Nice long corridors, adorned walls, sculptures on every corner. Yeah, this is definitely some historical architecture here. With a massive chandelier too. But yeah, this is just the start of my journey for today. I'm planning to still go around some of the museums, the castles, the gardens, take a bunch of photos, probably record a little bit as well, depending on how tired I am, but we'll see what happens. Oh, look at these. Some nice portraits. Oh, and even more sculptures. Man, these guys love their sculptures. But this guy looks like a mad lad. Look at him. The stoning. The staunching, that's what I reckon. But yeah, we made it to the top of the Rudhus. This is the view from the top. So I definitely stand corrected. This place is a lot bigger than I thought. The more you explore, the more of a labyrinth it looks like. And you know, when I said there's no courtyard outside, well, this place has a courtyard outside, and it's even bigger than the one in Hamburg. So this place is insane. Look at this. So it's a nice sunny day here in Copenhagen. Like very sunny actually compared to the past few days. And honestly, I slept like 10, 11 hours last night. I was probably tired from all the journeying from Hamburg to Odense, now to Copenhagen. So I feel quite rested and rejuvenated, but on the other hand, I do have some back pain at the moment. I think I'm sleeping too much potentially, or lugging that big ass bag around. Other than that though, Copenhagen, so far so good. It's like a very nice place. The buildings look amazing. The architecture, obviously, nature, the people. My favorite thing so far is actually hearing the locals speak. Like hearing them actually speak Danish is quite interesting. I mean, obviously we've heard it before, but when you hear it in person, everyone speaking at the same time, it's actually quite nice, you know. It's got like a musical ring to it, so it's pretty nice to hear. Yeah, so just walking through the streets of Copenhagen. The town hall was actually quite nice, amazing actually. I thought the one in Hamburg was impressive, but this one here, amazing. And apparently the world clock is also in the Copenhagen town hall. I forget the dude that created it, but I took some videos, so probably refer back to that one. And now I'm trying to look for the Museum of Denmark, the National Museum of Denmark, because they have some kind of Ragnarok Viking thing going on. I see the poster right ahead, so I'll just show you that right now. Right over there. Some kind of Ragnarok installment in the National Museum, so I might go check that out and then keep venturing around. Got a long day ahead of us, but I reckon we'll make it. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I'll take this moment to just give a quick recap on the Viking Museum. Honestly, it was fucking sick. Although I obviously have a bit of a bias towards Viking history, but would definitely recommend it to anyone who comes to Copenhagen. So cool. And there was a 1 hour tour by a tour guide, Oscar, I believe his name was. Yeah, he did a pretty good job, like retelling some of the stories and explaining what everything was and the significance of, you know, certain items and objects and everything to the Viking Age. Yeah, if you're here in Copenhagen, definitely come to the Denmark National Museum and have a look at that exhibition. Yeah, it was amazing. Oh man, it's so hot out here. It's like 30 degrees, but I reckon it feels like 35 degrees at least. My water bottle's turned warm, so my water's not even keeping me refreshed now. Just trying to get from one place to the other. Stopped at Little Italy. That was right next to the museum essentially. Just to have a nice pizza feed, a cheeky feed. And now I'm walking to what I believe is the Parliament building here in Copenhagen. It's actually huge. I'll give you guys a bit of a look now as well. I'll just turn the camera around. So yeah, it's got like two big, I guess, what could you say? It's like a U shape. It's like a U-shaped building. And I overheard someone saying this was the Parliament building. Again, I'll probably prove myself wrong once I get near it and actually read the signage. But for now, I'm assuming that it's the Parliament building. There's a massive courtyard on the other side of this hedge over here as well, which looks like it's used mainly for horse riding, I would assume. Again, that's probably not a fact, but I'm gonna go with it because I think it's interesting. Yeah, so just walking around now. Man, I tell you what, finding affordable food in Copenhagen is probably the hardest thing. Amazing city, like this historical architecture, beautiful, like I said before, but finding affordable food, god damn, I would hate to think what would happen to someone here if they didn't have a job. Like, how would you even afford this stuff? Unless the social welfare is really good. Yeah, so probably have a look at this building, maybe go to a couple more places after this. It's past 5 o'clock now, so a couple of the attractions already closed. And then maybe tomorrow pick up where we left off and try to hit the other places when they're open. Yeah, I guess that's the downside to sleeping 10, 11 hours in one day. I was a bit tired from yesterday's travels. But tomorrow, that's the real adventure. All right, let me go check out this palace. Have a quick look here. When you're standing up, like beneath these structures, it actually seems quite amazing. Like when you see it in pictures and video, it doesn't really do it justice. Until you walk close up to the wall and actually feel how significant they are. It's a quick fact check. I'm at a signage board now, and some of the things I said weren't actually incorrect. Have a look. So I believe this is a castle of some sort, Christiansborg spot. It's maybe Christiansborg Castle. The place that I thought was a place for horse riding is in fact stables, so that's right. And the Parliament does exist, which is this side of the building. This side, I think. But the rest of it is other things like the royal reception, royal kitchen, the ruins, the chapel, the museum, the Parliament, the tower. So yeah, we're actually at Christiansborg Castle. Even more interesting. The more you try and discover, the more you find out. That's what I like about this place. You come in knowing nothing and you leave knowing slightly more than nothing. Have a look at this. Look how grand this is. Standing right underneath the entrance here. Amazing. Alright, let's take a walk inside. So after what was like an airport security check-in, made to the top of the tower, here's the view. We came down from around there, into the building, and now at the top of the tower. Took about 30 minutes waiting in line, but we made it up. I'll show you the other guys' other views now as well. So we're now in our second tower of the day. We're in the Danish Round Tower. Prior to this, I was at the Netto supermarket, got myself some water, protein shake, an apple, some snacks, chocolate and nuts. And now I'm gonna see what this tower's about. This spiral is actually quite cool. Have a look. It feels like it never ends, but it also feels quite cool. It's like you're in a puzzle of some sort, some kind of maze, and every step you take, it's kind of like the same image. Only difference, the light and the shadow changes. Hello. I'm surprised I don't have a lift for this tower. Or maybe they do, but it's at the top. It's not until I get there that I'll find out. Cool, but I reckon the way down is definitely going to be easier than the way up. It's a very picturesque place, literally. There's a bunch of nature photos on the walls. Probably a nice place to relax. I'm just gonna take a chill out here for a bit and then make my way up to the rest of the top of the tower. Yeah. Should probably take my hat off though. There's no sun in here. What? Alright, check this out. I think I may have found the only free toilet in all of Denmark. I think instead of paying $1 here to use a toilet, they pay you $1 to use a toilet. Good business. Okay, finally, we've got some actual steps now. Bit easier, but still climbing. Almost at the top. Oh, we're finally at the top. Let's have a look, shall we? What a view. Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Staying as close, 1 extra meter. After yeah, I'll squeeze up. No worries. I've been carrying this around me all day and doing actual vlogs today as well. Just finished up having a few drinks with a couple of friends that I met in Hamburg and in Berlin. So that was quite nice. But as you can see right now, it's fucking pissing down rain here in Copenhagen. And before, it was sunny as hell. Like, I'm dressed for summer right now, and it's wet and rainy. You can definitely tell that this is definitely Scandinavia right now. So I'm trying to get back to the hostel as quick as I can, so I don't get rained on completely and drenched out. Because I also have my camera in my bag. This place over here, that's a Tivoli Garden. It's one of the main attractions here in Copenhagen, or as says TripAdvisor. I think it's open most times, and they recommend you go at night. So potentially tonight or tomorrow night, I might actually do that. That'll be quite nice to see. For now though, head back to the hostel, have a shower, relax a bit, maybe edit a few videos, catch up on some uploading and whatnot, and then see what happens from there. I'm planning to potentially go out with a couple of people I met on the train on the way to Copenhagen actually. That'll be quite cool. But if that doesn't happen, that's all right. It's a nice rainy day. I'll grab a coffee from somewhere and just chill out. Because one thing is for sure, it's very easy to get caught away with just trying to adventure and do things every single day when you're in the city. All right, so I'm going to concentrate on to get back home before the rain starts again. I'll touch base with you guys again soon. All right, peace.